Hey, Matt here from Total Drummer. This video, we're just going to break down some of the key parts for All Right Now. Simon Kirke on the drums. You know, All Right Now was the biggest single for free, and there's some really cool drum parts in it, and a lot of it's really simple. But that's what works so well with Simon Kirke. Just simple, solid drumming. But he could bust out some moves when he needed to. But it's his discipline to just be able to play these fills that were just powerful and heavy. It left all this space for the other band members. So we're going to check out some of the stuff here and just see if you can get these together, and then you can rock out and play this song. Okay, we're going to check out All Right Now. We're going to quickly learn the groove, but the groove's quite simple. But what I want to look at is some of the cooler stuff that happens later in the song. So looking at this groove, you can see on the first bar there, grab the sheet music, it's below this video if you need it. You've got the hi-hats are just quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Snare on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Bass doing 1 and 3 and. Now he varies that a bit. We're going to look at a variation on it in a minute, one of the interesting ones. But you know, once you've got that as your core groove, you can add some different bass drums, but always quarter note hi-hats, snare on 2 and 4. That's the main core part of this groove. Okay, and I just want to look at one variation on that groove. So this is where I've always liked this, you know, since I was a kid learning drums. There's the way this kind of rides. It's got a syncopated bass feel. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's it. It's not hard. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But the way it kind of rides over the music, it's I just like it. It works really well. And when he's playing a bit kind of a straighter feel for a lot of that song, it just creates something nice, a nice variation. So it's worth checking this beat out. This, along with the first bar we did, you know, you can pretty much jam all the groove parts of this song. Okay, so now we've got past the grooves. I want to look at this kind of guitar solo. I say kind of because it's not the guitar solo that's famous. This is on the album version. There's this da-down, 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 da-down. There's like this little guitar solo-y bit before the classic bass line. Boom, 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 boom. So we're going to look at that sort of pre-guitar solo, guitar solo. And what he does, what Simon Kirke's doing there is 16th notes on the snare, single straight roll, ticka, 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 bass, quarter notes, ticka, 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 ticka. And he's got these accents at the end. Now on the first bar there, with the right hand on the 4 and, so it's like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and. So we'll look at that, but then it changes to a slightly different accent phrase that he does for all the other bars. But let's just get this first one down first. Okay, so after that first bar, he then plays the exact same thing again for the next 8 bars, except the accents move. So instead of going 4 and, they're now on the left hand on 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So they come on the left hands either side of that bass drum on beat 4. Digga, 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 digga. So there's more of a syncopated feel. And at the end of this section, so that bar we just learned, he plays it 8 times on the sheet music. You see it's written once, but then it's saying repeat it another 7 times. 7 plus 1 is 8. So there's 8 of those, and then I hope I've counted that right, because now I've just been cocky about my maths. So I might have miscounted it, because that seems kind of odd with the first bar. Anyway, hopefully that's right. And then he finishes it. What we're looking at now, this end bit. If you haven't seen this symbol written before, this is a drum roll, like a buzz roll. And they're tied together because this is kind of written as one continuous note. Obviously, it's a multiple stroke note. It's lots of tiny little notes that create a roll, but we write it as one. You've got those dashes through the stem, and the way it's tied together shows us all 4 quarter notes in that bar. We actually kind of hear it as just one big long note. So then after that roll, it stops for the into that bass riff. All right. So check out this this roll. If you're not familiar with a buzz roll or a press roll, as it's also known, then it's an essential technique. There's a video just focusing on that on Total Drummer, so you can go to the website and search it up. Because I think you need to know how to do a buzz roll. But for now, we're not going to dwell on it for too long. I'm going to play it to you. You can hear it, and then you can fit it in to the song before that iconic bass line. So, we just learned that whole bit, that's that sort of pre-guitar solo thing. And then it goes into the bass guitar line. And then Simon Kirke's just in with the groove again, like in the verse. Now, because this is from the classic old era of music, like pre-click, the tempo's gone up a bit here from the beginning. Like if you went back to bar 1 of this whole song, it's moved, which is cool. This, music had room to breathe and develop back then, so it's faster, but it is the same kind of groove in the guitar solo as was in the verse before. And it starts to pick up through this solo, opens the hats, adds some crashes. By the end, I think it's quarter note snares. It's like a sense of building, but then we go into this fill, and this is what's written here. End of guitar solo, and basically it's just a single stroke roll on the snare. You can see underneath it the 2 lines getting further apart. It's a crescendo, so we're building up, and the rhythm just goes quarter note bass drums again, classic kind of rocky thing to do, and then we're going to go crash, and then single stroke roll on the snare. We go 1 and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4, and that's the count. 1 and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4, and then it stops. This is that one of rock's best known fills, and its simplicity is great because he could have gone for something, tried to be clever there, gone for something intricate, but it's way more powerful. He leads back in to the chorus with that 1, 2, 3, 4, ga-doom, 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 boom, blah. Then we're into the All Right Now chorus. Probably even just me, lads, sort of beatboxing it. Ba-doom, ga-doom. You probably know the feel from that. It's iconic. It's air drummable. Anyone like the non-drummers will do it. Like it's sometimes the simplicity is so much more powerful and effective and more memorable. So I love this feel. It works really well. So all it was the crash, 2, 3, 4 on the bass, and then he picks up on the snare on beat 4 ah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, and 4, finishing with a bass into a flam on the snare. So 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, and 4. Check it out on the drums. Okay, and then I just want to look at, there's just a couple of really nice fills that I like. in this song. So we're going to look at some of these. So fill idea one, as you can see there, it basically goes snare, bass, bass, tom, bass, bass, flam on the snare. But we've got that drag. Let me just get my pad in here. So that beginning bit is a drag, if you know that technique. You know, and I love these fills. Just growing up, they just felt like I could do them. When I heard them, I just thought, yeah, I can get that. I can work on that and get it. And then playing them was so much fun. And over the years, I've played this song in bands, and you know, even now, it's still fun to play them. So just because they might be quite simple, they're still awesome. So this one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And these are some fills that are kind of towards the end of the song. So we've gone out of the guitar solo, back into the chorus, and then, you know, these fills just occur in those sort of last chorus areas. So that's the first fill idea. Okay, if we look at another one of the fills, this is an absolute beginner sounding fill, and it works. And this is what I like. It just kind of always gives you permission to play these simple fills, because sometimes we can feel a bit like, I can't play that fill. I learnt that fill when I'd only been playing for 2 months on the drums. And I need to play something that shows off my skills. But actually, no, you can go, well, Simon Kirke played these fills on All Right Now, which is a massive song, and they work really well. So this one, the timing's going 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4, and it's just God, snare, 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 high tom, high tom, high tom, high tom, ba digga 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 dum dum. And the third and final variation on these fills that I want to show you is probably even more of a beginner one than the last one, but equally cool, and it works. And we're going to go ba digga 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 digga. So it's almost the same as the last one. So it goes boom dagga 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 on the snare, then beat 3 E and on the high tom, and then 4 E and down on the low tom. And he just keeps the bass drum as quarter notes going through this, just to kind of keep that pulse, keep it rocking through. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit subscribe so you can stay in touch for all the future Total Drummer videos.